Here we have my new Acer Aspire M3400, and there's my old X3200 over here. So this is my latest machine, and what I'm going to be doing is upgrading the RAM in this. Stock RAM is 4GB of DDR3, and I've ordered, this is 4GB because there's two of them, but each one is a 2GB PC3 PC3 10600 unbuffered DDR3. So they're 240 pin 2GB sticks, there's two of them, so that'll be another 4GB from Crucial, which I'm going to put in here to max it out to its full 8GB of DDR3 RAM, because I'm running some pretty RAM intensive applications. And this was quite cheap. This is $29.99 on crucial.co.uk. I opted for free delivery, which should take 3 to 5 days, but it came the day after I ordered it, so that's very good from Crucial. Let's have a little hardware tour. So in this top bay you have a Blu-ray disc drive. You can see that there. It's a rewritable DVD. Next bay is a 3.5 inch. There you go. There's the door, and there's the hard drive cage. It's a hot swap bay, and it's ejected by using that button. And down here is a card reader, which actually does have a micro SD, which is used in phones. That's very handy. On the side there you have the system specs, which I'll talk about more in a minute. Up top we have 4 USB 2 ports, microphone, headphone jack, power button, and this sort of tray for external hard drives, charging phones, etc, etc. Right, we've cracked this thing open now. Let's have a look at the hardware. So we've got the card reader bay here, and there's also seems to be another bay under there, but you can't actually fit anything in there, so I'm not sure what that's about. Here's the hard drive bracket. There's enough room for, I believe, 2 hard drives in here. The one in here, it seems to be a 3.5 size, but it seems to be a slim drive. I'm not sure what that's about. I know it's a 500GB drive. I'll have to look more into the settings and see. I know it's a Seagate drive. You can see the Seagate logo just there. But I'll have to see what actual drive it is, because it does look like a slim drive. Not 2.5 inch, but a slimmer drive. You'll have to excuse my shortness of breath. It's a very, very hot day. So we've got the Blu-ray drive here, Blu-ray multi-drive. This is the bracket for there's a SATA connector there. This is the hot swap bay. And we've got the power supply here. I'm not sure about the rating of this supply. I'm just trying to find out. Input 10 volts, 240 volts. I'm not sure about the maximum 300 watts. That's 300 watt power supply. Here is the exhaust fan here. Well, it might be an intake fan actually, by the looks of it. There's another fan for the power supply on the back there. Here we go. On the board there is the heatsink and processor intake fan. Under there is a AMD Phenom 2 X6 6-core 2.6 GHz 1035T, I think the actual thing is. And here we have the graphics card, which is a NVIDIA GeForce 315, I believe, and it's got a small heatsink and fan just under there. So there's another free PCI slot there for me to install any future upgrades. There's a few little ones, but this technically takes up 2 slots, so I wouldn't install anything there. But yeah, so that's the graphics and processor there, and that's pretty much the interior of the thing covered. So let's get this extra RAM installed in the 2 free slots there. Right, so I'm going to touch the case here to make sure I'm grounded and don't build up any static. Got the RAM stick here. This is one 2GB one. I'm going to have to carefully get this in It's a bit of a pain, it's under lots of wiring. Probably can't see. Don't know which way round we're going here. I think it's this way. It might not be. Yes, it's this way, because I can see the pins. So let's open all the pins. Open the slots here. Slide this thing of RAM, this stick of RAM, into position, and press firmly down so it locks into place. This side's not quite done. There you go. That looks to be in fairly firmly. Let's crack open this other stick. Oh, paperwork falling out. Right, and this one goes in the same way in the socket next to it. And there we go. That is well and truly installed. So now, as you can see, there is a full array. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're all 2 gig sticks. So 8 gig RAM in total now. Let's see if this thing boots up and recognises it. Right, so here we go, in for a boot. Scanning the RAID device. Starting Windows. Boo doo boo doo boo. There you go, logging on now. We should be able to see it in the system stats. Because there has been points where I'm using almost 4 gig of RAM. I've run a Minecraft server on this computer as well as playing Minecraft. Also been playing APB Reloaded, which is very RAM intensive. There's been lots of leaks in memory on that game. It's still in beta, so you know it's what you expect. System and security. System. There we go. Installed memory, 8 gigabytes. And let's have a look in the task manager, see how well the performance is holding up. There you go, it says I'm using 1.44 gig, but the chart is right down because we still have a lot of headroom in the RAM. Uses 1.42 as stock for Windows 7 and background processes. Next upgrade will be a hard drive upgrade. I'm going to put another 3.5 inch drive in this, hopefully a terabyte, for video files and such. So that was a quick hardware tour of the Acer Aspire M3400 and also the RAM upgrades to max it out to 8 gigabytes. And there you go, I've just done a Geekbench test and you can see 6640 on 32-bit Geekbench test. Memory installed 7.98 gig it says. That's 6,640. Just to show you when it was new, probably won't be able to see this, Acer M3400 day 1, the score was 6,518. Now, so there you go, today is day 12 of owning it, 8 gig of RAM upgrade, and it's now 6,640, so that is a fairly decent score upgrade considering Geekbench mainly focuses on CPU. So you know, it just shows that that does really help, and it will help a lot when I have multiple applications running.